Okay, so Oklahoma and Alabama women's basketball are meeting up for a top 25 matchup. Oklahoma is currently number 10 in the nation. Alabama is currently number 23. Now, Oklahoma just beat Florida 81-74. It's a fairly good game for Florida. Alabama just lost to Texas A&M 72-69. Really close game. But Oklahoma also just lost to Vandy in Texas, and Alabama got beat by LSU, but beat Ole Miss. These two teams are interesting in a lot of ways. Bama's got a little bit worse offense, a little bit better defense. A lot of other things are somewhat similar. I mean, I'm looking at this, Jenny Baranczyk, I've grown to like her. She went to the Sweet 16 last year. She's, you know, won some conference season championship and the tournament championship, both at Drake and Oklahoma. Uh, Christy Curry has done decent at Alabama. I mean, they're competitive. They're scary. You don't want to beat them. I mean, you don't want to face them all the time. She's had four losing seasons, but she's done a pretty good job of making them a very competitive team. She's not really, I mean, with Purdue, she did some really good things. She was a runner up in the NCAAs in 2000 and 2001. Made it to the Elite Eight, Sweet 16, but that was the last time that she was really able to do much. On the other hand, Jenny Baranczyk, you know, has been on the rise. She did good things at Drake and at Oklahoma. Like I said, last year she made it Sweet 16, went 27-8 last year. Made it to the second round the other 3 years. At Drake, she was able to get to WNIT second round, able to make it into the NCAA's several times. She so she's getting better as a coach, getting her team where she wants them to be. I'm looking at these two teams, and Reagan Beers is a massive standout. I still don't like what I'm seeing from Aaliyah Chavez. Yes, she can score, but she's still not the best shooter in the world, except for at the free throw line. At Alabama, Jessica Timmons doing some really good things, is shooting at a high caliber. Carly Weathers is being a point guard that you want to pay attention to because she's doing all the things that are necessary, but they're not working as a team as well as Oklahoma. That's a key point here. They're not being as much of a team. So, we're going to look at this game preview by the numbers, like I always do. I look at stats. I'm a stats guy. That's how I determine a lot of things. This is how I'm interested in players. This is, what gets me into the games. And hopefully, you'll enjoy what I'm telling you. It gives you an opportunity to see which kind of games these could turn into. So, stick around. Let's get into this game. Before we get into the crux of this video, hit like, hit subscribe if you like college sports, because I do college sports, primarily college football, college women's gymnastics. Do a little basketball and other sports on occasion, but that's what I do, college. Also, General Robert Neyland, former University of Tennessee head football coach for decades, had 7 maxims to win any game, but they can also help you if you apply them correctly to your life. The second one is play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. That is a maxim that can be also applied to your life. Look for those breaks and take it. Number 10, Oklahoma's a visiting team. They're scoring 87.7 points a game on average, allowing 65.9 points a game. That's a little weak. They've got a 45.6 field goal percentage. That's some good numbers. Not the elite level, but good numbers. 71.8 free throw percentage. Not bad at all. 30.7 3-point percentage. Little low. 7.2 3 points made per game. 20.4 assists. They're working as a team. 43.8 rebounds a game. 16 turnovers. That's high. Very high. 5.3 block shots. That's on average with a lot of teams. Aaliyah Chavez, 31.8 minutes a game, 18.2 points, 3.7 rebounds, 4.2 assists. She leads in assists, leads in points, but 4.2 assists being your high, a little weak. 1.5 steals, zero point 0.3 blocks, 3 turnovers a game. Not good. 37.6% from field goal range. Really not good. She's not making intelligent shots. 32.7 3-point percentage. And 91% free throw percentage. So you don't foul her. Reagan Beers, double-double machine. Another one of the centers that I liking this year. In the game, 24.9 minutes a game. She's got 15.9 points, 10.5 rebounds, 2.3 assists, zero point 0.8 steals, 1 block, 2.1 turnovers. Again, a little high, but that's not really that bad. 61.1 field goal percentage, 10.3 3-point percentage, really low number there. 62.1 free throw percentage. Sahara Williams, third leading scorer in their 26.9 minutes a game. 12.3 points, 7.9 rebounds. She's a forward. She's doing what a forward should do. 3.9 assists, 1 steal, zero point 0.7 blocks, 2.9 turnovers. Very high. 47.7 field goal percentage. Good number. 69.3 free throw percentage. 25% from the 3-point line. I'm looking at this. They've got 5 people that are scoring in double digits. You've got a good group of rebounders here. Yeah, they're passing. They don't really. I mean, yeah, Aaliyah Chavez is a floor general in a lot of ways, but she's not doing that well when it comes to that. It's more of a team effort on the assist side. Blocks is about average. Like I said, turnovers, you've got 4 players I'm a little concerned with on their turnovers. Your leading scorer is just not a shooter. You're having to rely on somebody who's not doing that well when it comes to shooting. You got a couple of players that are in there a lot for these games. Anybody over 30 minutes, you don't have anybody you trust switching out with them. But they're doing a high level of winning, even, 45.6 field goal percentage. You've got Reagan Beers that's taken up a lot of this as a center. She is doing her defensive side of things. You got Zaya Band doing 2.4 steals a game. So everybody's working together. When you've got a weakness, you've got others that are coming up and fixing those weaknesses. That's making that their strength. So I like this about Oklahoma. Now let's take a look at Bama, the home team. Crimson Tide are scoring 71.4 points a game. That's kind of low. They're only allowing 58.1 points a game. That's still a little high, but they're doing this by winning. 44.4 field goal percentage. Not bad. 73.1 free throw percentage. 37.4 3-point percentage. And they're making 8.3 3 points a game. Only 14.1 assists. They're not working as a team. 34.7 rebounds. That's, you'd want that to be better. 13.5 turnovers. Not as high as Oklahoma, but still a little worrisome. And they're getting 5.3 block shots, on top of the fact that they're also getting 7.9 steals a game. Now, Jessica Timmons is the leading scorer, 31.6 minutes a game, 16.4 points, 4.5 rebounds, 2.6 assists, zero point 0.8 steals, no blocks, 1.9 turnovers. Not bad. 44.9 field goal percentage, really good. 40.9 3-point percentage. That is really good. 86.1 free throw percentage. So she's a shooter. Essence Cody, second leading scorer. 23.3 minutes a game, 12.4 points, 4.6 rebounds, zero point 0.6 assists, 1.2 steals, 1.3 blocks, 1.6 turnovers, 57.5 field goal percentage. Really good number. 39.1 3-point percentage. Really good number. 71.9 free throw percentage. So you got a forward and a guard that are doing a lot of the shooting, a lot of your offense there. Carly Weathers, third leading scorer, also leads in rebounds, assists, and steals. Is a guard, so it's a little worrisome that you've got a rebound. Your leader in rebounds is a guard. 10.1 points. They've only got three players in double digits averaging the game. 6.2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1.8 steals, zero point 0.4 blocks, 1.6 turnovers, 44.6 field goal percentage, 70.4 free throw percentage, and 39.8 3-point percentage. So your top three players are not turning over the ball that much. Their shooting numbers are really good all the way around. Even Diana Collins, the fourth leading scorer, who's in there 29.8 minutes a game. But she's only scoring 8.8 points a game. 3.2 rebounds, 2.7 assists, 1 steal, zero point 0.2 blocks, 2.2 turnovers, though. 43.9 field goal percentage. That's a little low, but not bad. 40% 3-point percentage, which is really good. 71.4 free throw percentage. You know, you're having to rely on certain players a lot. Diana Collins, Carly Weathers, and Jessica Timmons are on the court a lot. You don't have a lot of players to switch out for them for the production that they're making for you. Carly Weathers is doing a lot of work in these games. They're not getting a lot of assists. They're not switching around among players all that well, which shows that you got a lot of, even though you got a deep bench, you're not thinking that that deep bench is all that good. Blocking is what it is. Steals, not bad, but could be far better. Your turnovers, you've only got one player over two turnovers a game. I don't mind that at all. Got the players that you're relying on for shooting, they're doing what they need to do, but they're going to get worn out in the way that they're going. Yes, you have a really deep bench, but you have to have a deep bench you can rely on. And they're not doing that. That is key in a lot of this. This wears out players way too much. You've got multiple players over 30 minutes, some getting close to it. That can be worrisome. You know, I think that the Alabama Crimson Tide women's basketball team is a decent team. Actually, I think they're a really good team. I just, I'm looking at it. Got beat by South Carolina, got beat by Auburn, Tennessee, LSU, and Texas A&M. They're a good team. They're wearing down. Uh, Oklahoma, okay, yeah, they got beat by UCLA. UCLA's beat a lot of teams. They got beat by Oklahoma or Ole Miss, Kentucky, LSU, Texas, and Vandy. So they're hard put for a ranked win. They did beat Oklahoma State, who was ranked at the time. Them being ranked in the top 10's a little weird considering the record, but I don't think that Alabama is doing all that well. Like I said, they're wearing down their top players a lot. They're going to be facing, okay, yeah, Aaliyah Chavez probably should shoot less and allow others to if she can't make the shots. But Reagan Beers on that team is really good. Like I said, they've got 5 players in double digits, whereas Alabama has 3 players in double digits. You've got 2 players, Diana Collins, Tamia Scott, who are in. Diana Collins is at 8.8 and Tamia Scott's at 8.5. Got a really deep bench, but you're not using the really deep bench. This is going to be a Boomer Sooner game. I know it's in Tuscaloosa. Uh, you know, according to ESPN, Oklahoma's got a 61.3% chance to win this game. Alabama's got a 38.7% chance to win this game. I think Coleman's going to be having to celebrate a different red than they normally do. An Oklahoma crimson instead of a Alabama crimson. Because I'm just looking at this. Both teams are a little in a lot of ways, but I think Oklahoma's just a tad bit better because they've got more players that are contributing. Alabama, it really does concern me when you've got that deep of a bench and you're not relying on them. You're only relying on a few players. You've got, you know, Ace Austin, who I hadn't mentioned yet, is at 19.9, and then it starts falling from there. Naomi Jones, who leads in blocks at 2.2, scoring 5 points a game. You've only got her in there 16.9 minutes a game. Alonsia Ramsey is at 3.2 points a game, 11.2 minutes. I just, I don't understand what Christy Curry is doing, and it's showing in who they're in everything. And this get near the end of the season, I can't imagine that Jessica Timmons and Carly Weathers aren't getting worn out. And they've got so many. You should have rested several of your players far more than they have. Oklahoma can run them. And that's the main thing that I'm seeing here. So, like I said, Boomer Sooner, Oklahoma. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. Hey, folks, before you leave, if you can't become a member via my YouTube channel, which that's for my thinker, I've also got sports. I've got a Patreon. If you really, really want to help me out, I would be much appreciated. But hey, hitting like, hit subscribe, hit commenting, all those things really help me out. Have a good day.